Have you ever felt like the world is against you and you're left alone to face the storm? It's a feeling all too familiar, isn't it? The feeling of being caught in the eye of a hurricane with no one in sight to lend a hand. The feeling of rejection, like a hot iron branding your heart, searing and raw. It's the echo of an empty room, a testament to your perceived insignificance. It's the hopelessness that creeps in during the midnight hour, wrapping around you like a shroud. It's a silent predator, lurking in the shadows, ready to strike when you're at your most vulnerable. It's the deafening silence that follows a cry for help, a silence that reverberates within the confines of your mind, amplifying your despair. And then there's the physical illness, a ruthless invader that seizes control of your body. It's a relentless assailant, leaving you feeling powerless and defeated. It's the addiction that grips you, a relentless vice that tightens its hold with every passing moment. It's a battle you're fighting, a war waged within the confines of your own body. The yearning for a child, a longing that permeates every facet of your life. It's a silent ache, a void that refuses to be filled, or the cold, harsh reality of imprisonment, a cage that confines not just the body but the spirit as well. Persecution, the sting of judgment, the weight of unjust accusations. It's the feeling of being unloved, disrespected, looked down upon, a feeling that gnaws at your self-worth. These are the struggles we face, the battles we fight every day. But let me tell you this, you are not the only one. We are all warriors, each fighting our own battles, each carrying our own burdens. And though our struggles may look different, they are all part of the human experience. But remember this, you are not alone in this. You are not unseen, you are not unheard, and most importantly, you are not unloved. Together, we can face these storms. Together, we can find the strength to carry on. In the darkest moments of our lives, there are stories that can light our way. Imagine a woman, rejected and unloved, yet she found the courage to rise above the rejection, proving that love for oneself is the first step in turning the tide. She learned to embrace her worth, transforming her pain into a beacon of self-love that sparked change not just for herself, but for those around her. Consider the tale of a man unjustly imprisoned, his freedom unjustly stolen. Yet even within the confines of his cell, he discovered a different kind of freedom, the freedom of the mind. He turned his prison into a library, devouring books, expanding his knowledge, and ultimately earning a degree. His story is a testament that physical chains cannot bind the human spirit. Reflect on the story of a childless couple who faced the harsh whispers of society. They chose to adopt, opening their hearts to a child in need. In doing so, they found a love so profound it shattered the narrow confines of biology. Their journey is a reminder that families are built on love, not just blood. Think about a young girl, an orphan, navigating the world without the guidance of parents. She found solace in education, channeling her energy into her studies. Today, she is a successful scientist, using her knowledge to improve the world. Her story proves that our past does not define our future. And then, there's the story of a man battling addiction. Every day was a struggle, every moment a fight. But he persevered, sought help, and slowly, he reclaimed his life from the clutches of his addiction. His battle is proof that no matter how deep we fall, we can always rise again. These stories are but a few among countless others. They are tales of hope and resilience, of ordinary people overcoming extraordinary circumstances. They remind us that we are not alone in our struggles, that others have walked similar paths and emerged stronger. These stories show us that even in the face of adversity, there is always a way forward. Healing is not just a physical process, but also a mental and emotional journey. Let's talk about healing. It's a word that carries weight, doesn't it? It's a word that's filled with promise, with potential, with power. It's a word that we often associate with the physical, healing from a wound, a disease, an injury. But healing is so much more than that. Healing is also an emotional journey. It's about mending the wounds that we can't see with our eyes, the wounds that are deeper, harder to reach, the wounds that are often ignored, overlooked, pushed aside. It's about acknowledging these wounds, giving them the attention they deserve, allowing them to breathe, to exist, to heal. Healing is about taking care of our mental health too. It's about understanding that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel, to hurt, to grieve. It's okay to ask for help, to reach out, to seek guidance. It's okay to take time for yourself, to rest, to recharge. It's about recognizing that our minds, just like our bodies, need care and attention. And healing is about acceptance. Acceptance of our past, our present, our future. Acceptance of our mistakes, our flaws, our strengths, our weaknesses. Acceptance of ourselves in all our beautiful, messy, complicated glory. Because acceptance, my friends, is the first step towards healing. But most importantly, healing is about hope. Hope for a better tomorrow. Hope for a brighter future. Hope for a life filled with joy, with love, with happiness. Hope that no matter how dark the night may seem, the sun will always rise again. So remember, healing isn't a linear process. It's not a straight path. It's a journey filled with twists and turns, ups and downs. It's a journey that requires patience, persistence, and a whole lot of courage. But it's a journey worth taking. Healing is a journey, not a destination. And every step you take is a step towards a brighter future. Empowerment is not something that's given to you. It's something you take for yourself. Is there a more powerful sentiment? Just think about it. Each one of us has the ability to rise above our circumstances. We have the capacity to overcome the odds, stand tall in the face of adversity, and reclaim our lives. It doesn't come easy, but nothing worth having ever does. Empowerment is a journey, one that begins with self-belief. It's about having faith in your abilities, in your strengths, and in your potential to make a difference. It's about knowing that no matter how tough things get, you have what it takes to persevere. But self-belief alone isn't enough. It has to be coupled with resilience. The world can be a harsh place with obstacles at every turn, but the beauty of resilience is that it allows you to keep going, to continue moving forward, even when the going gets tough. Resilience is not just about surviving, but thriving despite the challenges that come your way. And then there's the will to fight back. It's about not letting your circumstances define you, but rather defining your circumstances. It's about standing up, dusting yourself off and saying, I will not be defeated. I will not be broken. I will not give up. Empowerment and revival, they're more than just words. They're a mindset, a way of life. They're about taking control of your life, about making the changes you need to make, about becoming the person you're meant to be. So let's not wait for someone else to empower us. Let's take the reins of our lives and steer them in the direction we want. Let's believe in ourselves, show resilience in the face of adversity, and fight back with all our might. Because at the end of the day, the only person who has the power to change your life is you. Remember, you have the power to change your life. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. In the end, it's not about the struggles we face, but how we overcome them. And there we have it, the essence of our journey together throughout this video. It's about recognizing the challenges we encounter, acknowledging their impact, and then with a heart full of hope and courage, finding ways to rise above them. We've delved into the raw realities of life, the lows that can feel like they're pulling us under. We've heard stories of hope and resilience, tales of individuals who, despite the odds, managed to find the strength within them to keep going. These are the stories that remind us of the power of the human spirit, of its ability to endure and thrive amidst adversity. We've also explored the power of healing, the process of piecing together the fragments of our lives after a storm has passed. Healing is a journey, and it's not always linear. It's okay to have days where it feels like you're going backwards. Remember, progress is still progress, no matter how small. We've touched on empowerment and revival, on the significance of believing in ourselves, even when it feels like the world is against us. Empowerment is about owning our stories, standing tall in our truth, and recognizing that we have the ability to shape our own destiny. Throughout this journey, we've seen that life can be tough, and at times, it can seem unrelenting. But we've also seen that within each of us lies an indomitable strength, a resilience that can carry us through the darkest nights and into the dawn of a new day. So, as we wrap up, remember this: your story is your own, and no one else can write it for you. It's a story of resilience, of healing, and of empowerment. No matter how hard life gets, remember that you have the strength to overcome. You are not alone, and your story is far from over.